सबसे पहले दोबारा आप लोगों का वेलकम. Now fasten your seat belt because this session is going to be thrilling, I hope, exciting and enriching. We have our experts here with us who will be taking the session. Please welcome the visionary who has the credit for establishing the first community radio station in the country with a huge round of applause. Dr. Sreedher Ramamurthy, sir, please come up on stage, sir. Thank you, sir. Before I invite him to the session, let me take a moment to introduce today's remarkable guest and his inspiring journey. थोड़ा थोड़ा आप लोगों को आइडिया हो गया होगा कि सारे लोगों ने ऑलरेडी सर के बारे में कहा ही है, जितने भी हमारे लोग गेस्ट थे यहाँ पे. लेकिन फिर भी ब्रीफली अगर आप गूगल करें सर के नाम को तो you will land up with a huge documents which will take hours to go through. तो मैं ब्रीफली आपको थोड़ा सा बता देता हूँ और इस बीच में मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि तालियां नहीं रुकनी चाहिए जहाँ पे आपको लगे. He has launched India's first community radio station, Anna FM, at Anna University in 2004. Catalyzed the establishment of over 325 community radio stations across India, including more than 45 stations in Tamil Nadu. Played a key role in shaping India's community radio policy and empowering local communities through media. Conceptualized and launched India's first educational TV channel, Gyan Darshan. Introduced Gyanvani FM radio, functional across several cities, revolutionizing educational radio broadcasting. Contributed to launching a specialized channel like Eklavya, which is IIT technology channel, and Vyas, which is higher education channel. Designed and launched Tapovani, India's first podcast service for senior citizen, supported by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Vigyan Prasad. Here you can see कि sir has not stopped yet. उन्होंने बूढ़े लोगों के लिए भी शुरू कर दिया है काम. तो अभी पराला सर ने या किसी ने कहा था कि सर कभी रिटायर ही नहीं हुए हैं. Conceptualized and produced the world's largest radio serial on human evolution, broadcast in 18 languages over 144 weeks. Dr. Ramamurthy sir is currently serving as consultant professor emeritus at Apeejay University, Gurugram. Earlier, he was honorary adjunct professor at Algappa University, Tamil Nadu, member of the Technical Advisory Committee on Community Radio under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. He has over 50 years of experience. He has over 50 years of experience. Most of has not yet achieved that age. जितना उनका experience है सर का. Held key position including director at Commonwealth Education Media Center at Asia, which is CEMCA, station director at All India Radio and chief producer at Doordarshan New Delhi. Represented India as a consultant for UNESCO and UNICEF, including work on revamping Afghanistan educational media system. He has received numerous awards and accolades, such as the National Award for Science Popularization, 5 Akashwani Awards for innovative radio productions, and prestigious Lifetime Achievements Awards from organizations like Business World. He was also a finalist at the World Technology Network Awards for Education. He has authored several influential books, including Community Radio in India, published by UNESCO, Abiding Voices by UNICEF, Radio Vision, and science popularization books such as Halley's Comet and others in Tamil and English. These are just glimpses of his remarkable credits, as it's impossible to cover his full introduction in such a short time. He is truly a visionary and a dedicated individual, and I am confident we will all learn something valuable from him today. Please welcome with a huge round of applause, Dr. Ramamurthy sir. Over to you, sir, for this session.
Thank you very much. It's all, teamwork, and Dr. Ramarao is there, Dr. Pavarala is there. A lot of people are there. Sometimes, don't believe Google. Don't believe Google. We have to do fact check whether what is there in the Google. May not be there without my knowledge also. But anyhow, it's a long journey of 50 years. I don't want to I'm going to take another lesson in the evening, and then I don't want to stop, go on talking with Vinod Parala is also going to talk, and then we have got a lunch also. So let me finish it in a truly radio style, exactly 30 minutes. 12:45, I would like to leave this place and again going to meet about 100 senior citizens in Secunderabad and come back at 3 o'clock here. They are doing some podcasting, recording is going on there. So exactly radio means community radio. Radio ka ethics is start in time, end in time. For the past 75 years, All India Radio has 9 o'clock news is 9 o'clock news. Morning 6 o'clock transmission starts, it starts, not a single second is stayed. Therefore, when we think of radio here in MANUU 90.0 radio, first of all, we should think of time. Okay, what I'm saying is don't take it otherwise. We should start in time, we should end in time. That's the ethics of radio and television. In community radio, a lot of people are talking, who listens to community radio? Who listens to radio? How many of you have seen a radio set? You've seen a radio set? It's in the Almera there, no? You have not even operated it. You have operated it, okay. So second thing is, in the cell phone, there used to be a feature phone, small, within 1,000 rupees. There used to be a FM band. And you used to have a earphone in the vehicle. These fellows have stopped it. Now even cell phone, you don't have an FM, you have to go on that data and then see YouTube mein or online mein. So in this thing, why are we starting in MANUU a radio station when MANUU is also having a financial problem? Not only MANUU, everybody is having a problem. If NGOs are going to start a community radio station, they are also having a problem. Financial problem, everybody. So we should know who listens to radio. I will only say Times of India's Vineet Jain and Kalanidhi Maran of Sun TV are not fools to run their own Radio Mirchi 60 places and Radio City in 10 places, Radio City and Sun TV and Red FM in 63 places. Why do they run if there is no listener? And they are paying RJs 6 lakhs per show. I was in Radio City in Delhi about a year back with my students. 2 o'clock, I'm going to talk about this only. 2 o'clock I went there. He was doing a Punjabi. He is teaching Punjabi. What is the best word for Punjabi? Hindi words, English word, Punjabi. He chose only 10 words for that 1 hour show, and that fellow was getting 6 lakhs. And he has got 10 computers. He himself was a human computer. Phone calls are coming. He is putting his signature tune. He is putting his advertisement. He gets far more than television announcers, 6 lakhs. So there are listeners. Who are they? We should understand. Surveys, listenership. Maybe people who are driving are listening to programs. People who are working. Even I have seen my own plumbers or carpenters doing this work and they are having listening. So they are our listeners. We have to serve them. Okay. So I am specializing in now vulnerable groups, small communities. For example, rag pickers, when the government came in, the Swachh Bharat came in a very big thing. Rag pickers are there. What do they do? Early morning, they come with the 3 sacks and then go there and pick up plastics, separate plastics and wood and other things. And then they, around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, they go to the wholesale market and sell it and take it. But that fellow cannot watch TV. That fellow is having a transistor and listening to that. My own servant maid, when she's doing it, So these are the people whom we have got listen. Not only that, we have hi-fi listeners also. So understand the listeners and then do the community. And I want to make a very pointed reference here. How sustainable community radio, how can we make it self-sustainable? I have got about 25 examples only from India. I will show it to you in the evening lecture. But when we did these projects for this rag pickers, we taught mathematics to them. Why mathematics to rag pickers? That to radio. Mathematics itself is bad. Without a board and the thing, we cannot teach mathematics. And radio, may we have to teach mathematics, and that too for rag pickers. We were only telling them about the cubic feet and what is it? How to pack more plastic and more dabba in that sacks, so that when he goes back, he will get little more money than what he was earning. So instead of putting Lux advertisement and Rexona advertisement, asking people to buy Pepsis and Coca-Colas, if he listens to the radio and if he is going to increase his income. Similarly, another example, you just see that great man, Mr. Sharad Pawar is having a big colleges in Baramati. In Baramati, he is also having a ready-made garments called King's, Cotton King. Cotton King is the ready-made shirts and things. You get 5,000 women every day morning, about 100 buses bringing 5,000 women, and then they are doing the button stitching, they are doing collar stitching and all, and they will be paid. If they stitch 1,000 buttons, they will get 1,000 paisa. Okay, so they have to do this job. So they come from the house, there is a problem in the husband and wife problem, or children is not well, so they can't concentrate, So we have put a small speaker. In every tailoring machine, there's a small speaker where they are listening to Marathi songs. At that time, we are talking to them. If you are going to have a button, don't put 10 rounds, even 5 rounds is stronger. If you do only 5 rounds, you will stitch 2,000 buttons and not 1,000 buttons. This is a radio. They can't watch TV. Another example we have done is, these are all vulnerable groups. Another example we have done is Kirana shops, corner shop. Somebody goes and buys Colgate tooth powder and toothpaste. After 4 or 5, it's not there, so he goes to the next shop. How to pack it? And corner shop will always have a transistor radio. So somehow we have to identify the vulnerable group and talk to them. And community radio license is given not for putting our students' programs or teachers' program. Community radio is a frequency a lot given by the told the Supreme Court judgment. The airwaves are free, and it is a community's frequency that you are given a license. You are a caretaker. So, because you are putting money and exposure, the government has said 50% of broadcast time can be used by the college, university, whatever you want, and 50% should come from the community. They should be in Anna University. Still, it is functioning. I know that. Holidays, exams, people will learn. Now there's a big scandal is going on. Even the women will not be able to come out for a RJ's program. So even our own security guards' wife, administrative staff, these people were trained in radio. So whenever the students are not available, they go and do put on the paper and they do that. So we have to identify, and then there will be good listenership among these people, partnership, and then you can have all those contests, super singer contests. You can do anything you want. Okay. So who are the vulnerable groups? Internationally, this slides for internationally. One is elderly. I started I was having a COVID, and first wave itself affected me. About 15, 20 days I was in oxygen, etc. Then I came to a senior citizen home because I didn't want to stay in Delhi because it's winter and then lung problem. So I came. Every one of us was inside the house, and even the food used to come to and we cannot go out. So all of us are already mentally disturbed. So the children are outside. So at that time, I saw a mentally disturbed person coming out. I said, "Sir, I used to play violin." And he spoke something on World Literacy, World Women's Day. So I told him, his name is also Sreedher. So Sreedher, why don't you come after half an hour to me? I will record you. Just like that. Half an hour later, he knocked at the door and gave me a pen drive. Sir, I have recorded my violin. This is the story of senior citizen program. So I just put it. I run a website called iRadio Live, free of cost. And then I put it. And then after 2, 3 days, sir, all my relatives, all my friends have listened to that, sir. So next lady came to me, sir, my children are in USA. I had to give the stories, Nana Nani stories, I am not able to wake up in the midnight and give them the stories. Why not I record the stories and give it in the website? The second person has come. So all the people came, and then the one reporter from Hindu, they are all friendly with me. Some policy of government, they wanted my views. I said, Todo, his name is Shekhar. I told her, don't talk about it. We are doing like this. Sir, in COVID time is a soft news, sir. We are getting only COVID people are dying in the number of. So this is soft news, sir. I will push it in Hindu. So next day, Times of India people called me, why, sir? Why did you give the news to them? You give it to me. So I said, I have talked to the Secretary, Ministry of Social Justice. He is also in Hyderabad right now, I think, Subramaniam. And he said, okay, it's a good idea. You have already done 100 programs. Why don't we support you? So by email, they sanctioned the money. So throughout India, it became, and then my own place, they didn't allow the government to enter. So we gave a competition, and the name was given Anubhav. And even today, you can go and see that Anubhav is a senior citizen project funded by the government of India. And they are also funding the community radio station to the tune of 2.4 crores. Go and take the senior citizens' voice or popularize the senior citizen schemes. We will give you money. So where is the money coming from? Yeah, because we have identified senior citizens as a vulnerable group, and they cannot, because all of us have got cataract, we cannot watch TV, and we can just listen to music. We give them an opportunity. Okay? Elderly people with low income, I have already said that uninsured people, it is foreign countries, not for us. Okay, now that we have already got the insurance from government of India. Homeless people, racial or ethnic minorities, people in prison. I don't know whether I can tell the story. One of my community radio station is in Bihar. There is a very notorious criminal, murderer, who was an MP, who was in that jail for so many years. And one day, somebody came to the radio station, sir, his birthday is there, so I want to wish him, shall I give you 50 rupees? All the people in that town wished him a birthday, and this radio station made 10,000 rupees on that day. Because he is in the prison, can listen only to radio. This is also misuse or whatever, but that's an identified target. So people in prison, there's a lot of advertisement. Kiran Bedi has started Tihar Jail mein radio. That nothing has been started everywhere. Bhopal also, they were saying that they have started a radio station in prison. It's all only wired radio station, and only 1-2 days it functioned. After that, it doesn't function. But that they are our good audience. We can talk to them. Migrant workers. This is a very big crisis. Today's Trump crisis is also migrant workers from Mexico. We have migrant workers from Bangladesh. And We have migrant workers are in Malaysia, Indonesia, everywhere. Migrant, and they live in some small. So they are our. So let us do programs by them, for them, of them. So they are our listeners because they cannot have TV. Similarly, of course, one story, time is left, 15 minutes. Pregnant woman. This story is also again in Maharashtra. We had a Kanchan knows Science for Women project in Maharashtra. Mein that KVK Pravra, they were doing it. One private medical college dean was the chairman of the committee. So they identified 200 pregnant women and started for watching them for 9 months or 8 months, whatever it may be. And then they are my audience. Take iron tablets, go and do the test, go do the scan, whatever it may be, they were following it up. At the end of 9th month, 10th month, when we had the children born, they said they were able to stop 10 people from going for cesarean operation. One cesarean operation costs 50,000 rupees. Either the government pays or the insurance company pays or I am paying from it. So 10 cesarean operation is 5 lakhs of rupees saved for the country. So they pregnant women normally will not go for a job after a particular time. So they will follow all the things. This has happened in that. So pregnant women, and now this is LGBTQ. We need because they don't want to show their face, but they have good voice. They have good singers. Their playback singers are also there. Drama voices are there. There are lawyers are there. So they don't want to show their face on TV. They are prepared. So we can go for LGBTQ community. Of course, children's radio is always known to. Next slide, please. Okay, you can also skip this slide. This is also well known. Broadcasting by children, of children, by the children. Okay. Okay, broadcasting for industrial workers. Anyway, even actually, I come from Coimbatore. Coimbatore is an industrial city. All of you know that. Lots of people. There is a Directorate of Workers' Education with Government of India. So we have told them what is industrial safety and also how to start a union, how to do the negotiations. And they were given certificates, worker education. This was supported by the industrialists also because unnecessary strike will not be there. And at that negotiation table, whatever happens. So the rules and so industrial workers is a good because most of them are working. Another thing is sari, where people who the weavers, they weave a sari one day, over 2 saris a day, 3 saris a day, tuck, 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 and then they will be listening to music. They can't watch a TV and do the weaving. So weavers are our main community. We did it in Madurai. Okay, next is. Okay, this is that is a tribes called Kota. Nilgiris May, there is a place called Kotagiri, and this Kotas only there are only 200 families in the whole world, and Kotas are far more stricter than Brahmins. You go there, you can't even go there anywhere near their place. I had to sit there and they will give you a separate water and then I had to do. And even in the temple, I cannot go there. They wear only white saris. We have somehow managed to make them come to the radio. Kotagiri, our Pritam, Keystone Foundation. Okay. So they are doing it. So tribals are our. Okay, next. Again, tribes. Okay, next. Elderly people, you can see they are being trained in elderly people trained to do Audacity editing. That you don't have to go for. I don't think nobody from All India Radio I can talk. Don't follow this bloody All India Radio example of having a community radio or a Radio City example of a community radio, sir. Don't know. See, elderly people were taught to record it on iPhone or Samsung, and Audacity, they were asked to do the editing there, but even if it is some scratches are there, it's okay. They will upload it themselves. They are doing it right now. I am going to Secunderabad only to see that. But to help them, only the famous Sailaja Suman, Bharatanatyam dancer and Doordarshan director, she is helping them, but only to help them, not to give their voice. Elderly people, next please. Okay, I already told you about Baramati. Next. Media for hearing and speech impaired. Radio, audio can do something special for them, where this kind of research can be done only in the educational institutions where we can do some programs. Next. Okay. Next is Kargil War. What happened is, 1 second, sir. Hello. On 10th of July this year, 25th was a silver jubilee of Kargil War, 25 years of. So on 10th of July, somebody I met in Delhi, Chennai to take a lunch. Sir, Kargil War heroes, why don't you record? So I came back and then he wanted Rakesh Sharma to be interviewed, the first fellow who went round. He is also in a old age home. His son is an autistic son. So I somehow managed Rakesh Sharma, and then with my good contacts, I got 25 people, 25 year, 25 people from Jammu to Nepal to everybody who participated in Kargil War, they recorded it. Because once the soldiers have come out of that pensionable job and they are given only a security job. When my one soldier was telling me, sir, we used to have this AK-47 and kill so many people. Here they have given me a stick in the river. Flats and all, the security guard, we have ex-servicemen come, we are given a stick and we have to go behind the dogs, sir. This is how the country is treating us. So I said, the country is not treating you. Why don't you don't share your experience? Why don't, if you are a singer, why don't you sing? So it so happened on the exact 25th day on first page in Times of India in Delhi, this was the thing. Even the Prime Minister has to see this. It's only a 25 podcast. And now Americans are interested because people are coming from Afghanistan. They are all mental, so they need some kind of entertainment. Most of them would have been handicapped by in the war. It's there in Syria. It's there in wherever you go. Wars are there. So veterans are a good audience for radio. They also can contribute content. Next. Okay, you can, if you want to just click that one once for a change because all of you are feeling sleepy. Just click it, sir. Sound will come. Sound. Sound is not coming. Play. It's play. It's play. Audio is not given. Audio is not. Okay. Speaker ka. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Can you give a little more sound? Yes, yes, yes. Is a nationwide program, and some song was created from Delhi, which we gave it to other stations. They have voluntarily done it in Malayalam, it is in Telugu, it is in Bengali. They have done it. So creating content, once you identify an audience, is very easy, and you don't have to spend any money. Go to Ex-Servicemen's Association, you will get a list. You can record it through telephone. You don't need a OB van, you don't need it. Okay, sir. Last slide. I am going to finish it off. It's another 5 minutes is there. Okay. Next slide, sir. Next slide, sir. Okay, sir. Media professional, LGBTQ, Pride Radio. Okay. Next slide, sir. Okay. Next slide, sir. Migrant workers. Now there's some, Nepal is very famous. Nepal has got 300 community radio stations, which is a small country. India is still not having more than whatever, maybe 540, 520. Okay. Next, hitting the airwaves and community radio. Next. Thailand and media. It's okay. Next, please. This I want to talk for 5 minutes and close it. Paralaji, everybody, it's something I'm talking about. Inclusive broadcasting. Now people talk about inclusivity. Okay. Next slide. It is access to everyone. Everyone should have an access to radio. Okay, that is inclusive broadcasting. Nobody should not get. Okay, next, please. Okay, these are all people like them also in Africa. They do the broadcasting. Next, please. The people, corporate people, and the people like Sony and Panasonic are against this kind of inclusive broadcasting. That also you should keep it in mind. Why? Corporate interests are involved. Next, please. Language, use of language. And one thing I just saw from South Korea recently, whenever we see a television program with audio for the deaf and dumb, somebody will be doing this dancing and some small window will come. That is a small minority of people who are watching, but all the 99% of the people have also watched that lady doing this. That's distracting us. South Koreans have done a beautiful way. It's a digital world. So if he is a deaf and dumb and he likes selecting the language, he selects that. And only for him or for her, that will come. So inclusive broadcasting, the deaf and dumb language is there, use of language. And then subtitles. Only people who want to see the subtitles will come, not completely. And then there are standards have come. Public Broadcasting Service in the US has got standards for how to do take and deaf and dumb, etc. Next, please. ITU standards. Next, please. Okay. Next, please. I think same thing is coming. This is what last point. Artificial intelligence was mentioned. All of us are being taken for a ride in this country and all over the world. You are all using 5G. All of us are listening to YouTube, watching YouTube in 5G, which is a telecom frequency. It's very costly. I think Ramarao will agree. Telecom frequency is very costly, and that they open it up and we give it, and we, instead of speaking, using per phone, we watch YouTube, we watch television channels. 5G has got two separate beams. Correct me, Sir Ramarao. One is broadcast beam, another is telecom beam. Broadcast beam has been selected. Broadcast beam also, you will have service providers like Airtel, Jio, Tata Sky, etc. to give you the radio and television. And then that will become very, very cheap because it is on air. line of sight communication. It's not through cable or data. But and somehow the entire world, in spite of ITU standards are there, they are not giving the benefits of 5G, and 6G is going to be personalized radio. Like in Facebook and all, when you click it and then it become personalized thing, it's personalized radio. Then radio will have a value. 5G broadcast beam. Next, please. That is okay. We'll discuss it later. Internet streaming, there are a lot of problems. Next. Okay, 5G broadcast is here. Next, please. 5G technology. Next. This is the last word I want to say. There is no point in saying radio is good. Yeah, I think our Vice Chancellor was telling about radio. We have to become a visual radio. Radio has to become visual. And digitization will help you. You have got this. You have got the small screen in the phone. We need mass communication, journalism, and media researchers to do something to create. That's a DRM radio. Is I think Hyderabad is very active DRM. People who have got a Hyundai car or Maruti high-end cars will have a DRM band in their DRM. DRM is a visual radio. I met the last CEO Prasad Badi. I told him, what is this, sir? I'm doing DRM radio. You see, I'm putting headlines of the news. And then he said, I'm putting the scorecard, cricket card. Sir, there is a lot more can be done in DRM, sir. And then without disturbing him, driving him, without thinking, but a very important point is captions, that some research is to be done so that internet radio, web radio, 5G radio, DRM, everything is going to be digital. So we should go for visual radio. Thank you very much. 5 minutes Q&A and then 5 minutes. Anybody can ask me. But with this radio, how can we make money sustainable in the last session? Okay. But ethics, policies, Dr. Pavarala is there. He is going to talk about so many other things.
So quickly, someone has a question. I guess to go because of the 5 minutes.
Any questions, please? Yes, madam.
Sir, can community radio play? Is it wrong?
Yes.
Can community radio play Bollywood songs? As you said that.
If you sign an agreement with the organization which owns that recording, but normally these fellows are asking you 5 lakhs per year. 5 lakhs per year, it's the same money they ask for Radio Mirchi, they are asking for you. Even though yours is a mosquito radio, theirs is an elephant. They don't want to. But there are people who clandestinely do that. They are getting arrested. They are getting all sorts of things. Okay.
So, like you said that for rag pickers and for this cotton mill women,
Hey, if you
played
can,
Marathi songs. So, were they folk songs or some like songs which were recorded?
no, they were recorded their own recording. See, this is a very complicated issue, IPR and copyright. If you say somebody said it's my song, sir, my film, sir, I am giving you, no. You would have already sold it to a music company and music company would have done it. And then now Javed Akhtar and all, everybody is asking for, I have written the script, where is the royalty for me? So it's a royalty, IPR is a very complicated issue. Better you bring him to your mic and let him sing, it's your royalty. You have the copyright. Whoever it is, you bring him to your mic.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So you talked about inclusivity. So don't you think that the under vulnerable groups, there should be religious minority sections? And don't you think that these groups are vulnerable in our country especially?
Definitely. When religious minorities, we are not going to say that you please convert yourself into Islam or whatever we are going to be Christian. But you have got your own problem, you have got your own talent, you have got your own literature. Why not? Why, when we broadcast Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, why not we broadcast Quran and thing? We have to do it. All India Radio was a very good organization. When I joined, every morning there will be 45 minutes Vandana, what is it? Bhakti Geet. It's according to the population. 3 songs of Hindu, 1 song of Jain, 1 song of Sikhs, and 1 song of Sikhs, 1 song of Muslim. It will be there every day. So if you know what is the population here, and you can have that. That's why surveys have to be done. You have that thing, and then you ask for them. That nobody will prevent you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question, please. What is the timeline for LOI, letter of intent, so that we can apply for the Gopal?
As per the website, it is 90 days. That's all.
90 days,
It will
okay.
take 9 years also. Don't
Oh
ask
my
me.
God.
As per the website,
Thank
90
you.
days. Okay. That is in the history of community radio in India, one radio station which has got it the quickest was Delhi University, 5 months, because all the people who are dealing with that files were Delhi University students. Thank you. Any more questions, sir? Afternoon, I come in.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। अहमद फराज ने कहा था, बोले तो बातों से फूल झड़ते हैं। मैं ये कहता हूँ कि जब हमारे बीच में इतने एक्सपीरियंस रिसोर्स पर्सन्स होंगे तो उनका मौजूद होना ही, उनसे उनका बोलना, सारी चीज़ों में ज्ञान आपको नज़र आएगा। सर जितनी बातें बता रहे थे फ्रॉम पास्ट टू रिसेंट, आप 5G तक सर लेके आए हैं, आपको उन्होंने कहाँ से शुरुआत किया था आप अंदाज़ा कर सकते हैं। ही हैज़ अनदर सेशन, इंशाल्लाह उसमें भी आप बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे। मैं उनका और तमाम पार्टिसिपेंट्स का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। अब नेक्स्ट सेशन के लिए आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट माय कलीग उमर आज़मी इफ ही इज़ प्रेजेंट है, अदरवाइज